On this episode of Scott's Adventures, we're going to go investigate the Santa Cruz pier collapse. So after this, on the other side, they're taking people off the freeway because there was a head-on.
There's the van over here.
It looked like
Ooh, two cars.
we're going to be here for about 20 minutes charging. It's lunchtime. Wonder what I could do with my time. A sad point of historical note. This is the corner where James Dean died in a really bad car accident. You have some pictures of him. And this is the intersection right here. Still looks kind of sketchy. Even to this day, it looks kind of sketchy. There's just miles and miles of oil wells. Must be a big pocket of oil in there somewhere. Just all by itself. Just isolated, and then it ends. The next charging station seemed to have a whole bunch of white Teslas all lined up. Well, at least we know where to go. Lilly and I got to Santa Cruz, and we were going to look at the pier collapse. And we started looking at it, and we couldn't go on the pier. It was completely closed. And so we were walking around, trying to kind of get a good look at it. And we kind of stumbled upon this site where you could sort of see it from the side. And then I quickly realized that it's not really very interesting to show the end of a pier and say, there used to be more here. It really didn't pique the interest much, where you're like, this is a big long pier and there used to be a little more of it and now it's gone. So if I had seen the pier collapse or get a picture of it actually collapsing or the storm or something, I think that would have been better. But we were a few days after the storm happened, and the end of the pier was not there, which doesn't make for a very good video. So instead of focusing on the pier collapse, we kind of just took a few pictures of it and said, yep, that's where the end of it used to be. We looked around Santa Cruz and said, this is a pretty neat spot. Let's look around and see what else there is. A bunch of people surfing. So I got some cool shots of people surfing, and went to a cool surf museum that was at the bottom of a lighthouse. And we'll show you all that coming up real soon. In 1959, Jack O'Neill came with his family to Santa Cruz and opened his 500 square foot, quote, surf shop at this location just above Cowell Beach. The surf shop was O'Neill's first retail store in Santa Cruz, offering custom-built foam surfboards and, quote, thermal barrier suits, as wetsuits were known at the time. O'Neill's surf shop became a focal point for a tight-knit surfing community. The business grew steadily, earning recognition as a pioneer and leader in the world of surfing. In 1996, O'Neill extended his vision by founding the O'Neill Sea Odyssey, an award-winning ocean education program for kids. On May 31, 2012, the site of Jack O'Neill's Santa Cruz surf shop was designated by the state of California as a California Point of Historical Interest, recognizing the local origins of an innovative global business, as well as a place where parents continue to bring their children for a day at the beach. This is a quote by Jack O'Neill. In the beginning, the name of the business was just Surf Shop. We were the first to use the name, and later got it registered. Nobody in the world called themselves Surf Shop before us. Okay, so up from the main drag here, there's these stairs, and this is the main access for surfers to come down to the water. Or boogie boarders. This monument is dedicated to all the surfers, past, present, and future. The inspiration came from members of the Santa Cruz Surfing Club, founded in 1936. The fulfillment of this dream was the work of numerous citizens who recognized the significance of surfing within the community. This was a small section at the top of the bluff that was decorated with lots of memorials of surfers who enjoyed this area for many years, and people put up different plaques and things to remember them by. Okay, so Lily's been looking for the surfing museum,
But I was looking for the lighthouse.
and it's supposed to be at a lighthouse, and I think we found it.
Yeah.
Surf, sand, and sun. Surfing has a universal appeal for millions of people who enjoy the sport all over the world. Since it was introduced by Hawaiian princes at the river mouth in 1885, surfing has been a part of the local culture. These exhibits celebrate over 100 years of wave riding in Santa Cruz. Founded in 1986, the Santa Cruz Surf Museum is a cooperative effort of the City of Santa Cruz Parks and Recreation Department, the Santa Cruz Museum Association, and the Santa Cruz Surfing Museum Steering Committee. But surfing remained a sport found almost exclusively in Hawaii until the 1920s and 30s, when its popularity spread to California by visitors returning from trips to Hawaii. Santa Cruz Surf Club, June 1941. "19 boards and 19 surfers aboard sets the world record." These are some neat memorabilia from the Longboard Surf Club in the 1960s. I had to actually zoom out with my camera because this little one-room museum is so small and there's so many great things packed inside. Check out this shark attack exhibit. Not only are there pictures of the man when he was injured, but also check out his surfboard, teeth marks going through it. No one really knows when Hawaiians began to surf, but there is evidence dating back to the 15th century, indicating that surfing was already a major part of Hawaiian life at the time. Captain James Cook wrote the first account of Hawaiian surfing when he visited the islands in the 1770s. Hawaiian surfers in the 1920s, most of these boards probably weighed around 60 pounds, but some might have weighed up to 100. During the summer of 1885, 3 young Hawaiian princes rode the waves at the mouth of the San Lorenzo River. On redwood planks, they ordered, cut in the shape of an old surfboard, by the local timber mill. The Santa Cruz Woodies Club donated over $1,000 to the city of Santa Cruz to help refurbish the Santa Cruz Surfing Museum in the Mark Abbott Memorial Lighthouse. Joan Hudson shows great balance while floating a section at 26th Avenue in April 1999. We should play the Endless Summer music.
Yeah.
Bruce Brown. Endless Summer music in the background. Apparently they can go down the edge of that cliff.